Hello and welcome back to Chasing the Target. In this episode, we'll be reviewing the first day of the second test match between India and Australia in Delhi. Australia allowed for 263 and India finish off 21 for 0. Most importantly, Mr. KL Rahul is at the crease. Rohit,
Survives. He
Rohit Sharma
survives,
also
bro.
Rohit Sharma also survived. There was he was given out, but clearly he did
Yeah.
not. The ball didn't hit the bat. It wasn't a back pad, and he survived. So I have with me Mr. Faiz Tahir as well. It was a good day of cricket. I feel you can't really judge a pitch until both teams have batted. Like
Hmm.
with some of the deliveries that I saw towards the end of the day, especially in the last over to KL Rahul, I feel
Yeah.
263 is a good competitive score. I have with me Mr. Faiz. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm yeah. सुधीर भाई also in the chat. भाई आप तो नागपुर से दिखे ही नहीं भाई क्या हुआ ऑस्ट्रेलिया को आप दिखे नहीं नागपुर के बाद से तो गायब हो गए. But yeah, coming to your point, I felt the same thing. It was getting a bit more off the
इसलिए नहीं
surface.
दिखे.
BGTA now really started करते अच्छा. But yeah, I think it was getting more of the surface and they were getting caught by the sudden एकदम grip हो रही थी ball. तो maybe कल देखना पड़ेगा कि how the likes of Todd Murphy and the other line and these guys bowl. Even like the Smith delivery that Smith got out to, it did skid. But I don't know, the pitch didn't look that क्या बोल सकते हैं bowler favorite when you compare it to Nagpur. I mean, I think Usman Khwaja, commendable effort. Labuschagne also was looking comfortable, but that ball was just something else. And I think it was just a couple of good balls. Whereas the pitch looks like it is battable. It's not something that you cannot bat on. You just need to calm your nerves and like I don't anticipate the turn. I think सबसे बड़ी factor Smith out हुआ. He thought he's going to get the same ball that Labuschagne gone and skid
But it's
उतार के
really
out करा.
आप कुछ कर नहीं सकते. Like the Smith dismissal, you can't do anything. You have to anticipate the turn. Otherwise, you're going to get out like Labuschagne did. That's why it's
Exactly.
become difficult. I think you're right. It's not turning as much as Nagpur right now, but there is variation bounce as well. So the odd one is keeping low, so that becomes tricky. And
Yeah.
clearly, whoever is batting last on this pitch is going to
Yeah, it's
it's
gonna
going
be.
to be a really hard chase. And that's why I think
And
India.
why yesterday that's why we said also win the toss and bat pickle. I think it's gonna be interesting.
Man, I
I
don't know
don't
how
think
this
even
goes.
Rohit Sharma said the same thing on the toss that he would like to have a bat. No one would want to bowl on this pitch. I think it would have been a shocker of a decision if he bowled because pura dry hai pitch. You could get the early runs and Rohit Sharma and these guys are better at playing spin when you compare it to an Australian side right now. So yeah, we could have probably made up to 300, 320, 50 would have been a very good score for India. But now that it is the other way around, that 263 really looks like a mountain of a target right now.
Yeah, it's a good score. Let's start at the start of the day. David Warner again struggling. Yes, he got off to a bit of a start, but he's just not with it. And in the end, it was Shami again who picked him up. So his
Hmm.
failings are continuing. But Usman Khwaja, him and Peter Handscomb, it was contrasting innings. Peter Handscomb was more traditional
Yeah.
Test cricket, whereas Khwaja was playing your T20 reverse sweep. He mentioned in the post match also, ki bhai, it's hard to hit straight down the ground here because of the turn. So even like the picking up a single, I would prefer to sweep or reverse sweep. But an excellent innings by Khwaja, and he's the one who like laid the platform for Australia.
100%. Khwaja ka the best thing was like I think he came much more with like what they were saying also in the commentary with a more positive mindset के भाई it's not unplayable बोल के ना दिमाग में डाल लिया कि नहीं इस पे खेल सकता हूँ मैं इसमें मेरे को आता बैटिंग करने I am a good batsman. I think he kept saying that to himself. There were a few nervy moments, reviews हुए ये हुए, but it luckily it went in his favor. He got dropped as well if I'm not wrong, right? Did he get any lives, Usman? I think he
Sorry,
got dropped once.
I
I'm
didn't
not.
hear you.
Did he get dropped? Usman Khawaja, did he get dropped
I
once?
think
Right?
Bharat Bharat dropped him.
Bharat dropped.
Yeah,
Yeah, he dropped. He got dropped once, and yeah, the lives you make use of it. But
115.
Usman Khwaja, his innings and the reverse sweeps were just coming off so beautifully for him. But again, always at one too many. And जब अपन केएल राहुल को देखो केएल राहुल को जब पुकार रहा था हमें कर रहा था हमें the minute he got the catch right that लगान का वो याद आ गया उसको एक मौका होने का रहता है and then Laha he catches the ball with the same way that one hand catch and he fell on the ground. लगा अरे भाई इसको मौका दे दे ये catch that catch was something else man. Even the catch in the slip that he took.
That was a good call.
That was an amazing catch. Guys came very quick. But coming to Usman Khwaja in my class, like he just was showing, I think, and it was also that कि बहुत सा dramatic ये था कि भाई left handers नहीं bat कर सकते, left handers नहीं bat सकते. भाई यहाँ देखो reverse flip पे reverse flip डाल के रख दिया
वो
ना.
उन्होंने खुद बोला मगर पोस्ट मैच में कि life for right hander is much easier here compared to left handers. So there is something in it, but I think the way Ashwin bowled, particularly to the top right handers in the
Top
world,
right handers.
he bowled,
Yeah.
oh, that was incredible, man. And that's world class bowling. When the Smith wicket went, I said you have to get them under 200. That's my thinking. Like you have to try your best to get them under 200 because you got the best batsman. But then Peter Hanscom fez. Peter Hanscom playing a
Oh,
really good innings, and he's justifying his
bhai.
selection because he's there ahead of Renshaw. He's there. Last game he was picked ahead of Travis Head also. But yeah, man, very very good innings, good technique wise as well. He played the spin pretty well.
Yeah, 100%. And it was like time kafi tha. I mean, he played a lot of domestic Australian cricket. He took his time to make his comeback into the Australian side. And bhai, the way he was playing the shots, he was picking his moments coming down the ground. He was clearing the 30-yard circle. जब इन्हें आगे ला रहे थे तो उन्हें पीछे मार रहा था. जब उन्हें पीछे जा रहे थे उन्हें 1-1 कर रहा था. He was
Yeah,
such a smart
smart
cricketer,
batting.
man. And I was like, अरे भाई इन्हें तो अपने को खेल ले रहा है. रोहित शर्मा was getting panic when he was on the pitch because अरे यार उसको निकाल ही नहीं पा रहे. But luckily for Shami, coming and clearing out the tail, and with Jadeja obviously. But man, Peter Hanscom, piece of innings, and I think he's going to be. I think third innings again it'll be crucial for him to sort of get Australia to a very decent target maybe. But the ball of the day for you, I mean, there's two in my head. The one that Labuschagne got out to, but the other one for me is Jadeja's ball to Todd Murphy. Man, that ball was something else.
Yeah, that was
How?
a
What
really
would you say? What would you say like between the two?
mine is a bit different. My ball of the day, it was
Acha.
the one. It was the what do you call it, Smith delivery, because he was playing for the turn, right, and it went straight on. And if you see Smith, right, just got tempted in the end to go for it. Like, oh, that I really
Yeah.
like that ball. You could say it's more the surface because if you see the release point, it was the same as the Labuschagne delivery. Like, it
Yeah.
skidded off. So I like that ball. But if you want me to choose between the two, I would go with the Labuschagne one just because it was a better batsman at the crease. That's
Yeah.
the reason.
But
Todd
the one
Murphy.
Jadeja ball, man. Oof, kya ball tha yaar wo to. Too much
But
ball tha.
Jadeja, like
And
towards the end, he picked up his thing. I felt that he was not on that Jadeja level, that you expect from him. But Siraj, another bowler, Fez, that today
yeah,
he didn't get the reward. He didn't get any wickets, but he built up the pressure, bowled really well, good lines, and put the pressure on Australia.
100%. Siraj line and length again, aggressive temperament. He was also keep looking, having stares between like Warner and Khawaja. He kept looking at them. But yeah, I think he's just. I think that's what you require from your fast bowlers at this pitch to make sure that they keep the pressure on. उससे ज़्यादा आप ज़्यादा एग्रीवेट ना को करो, आप ज़्यादा फास्ट डालने की कोशिश ना को करो, आप ज़्यादा एक्सपेरिमेंट करने की कोशिश ना करो. This is what Rohit Sharma needs from him. He doesn't need wickets probably, but he needs pressure, right? If you find one leaky hole, it becomes too hard to control that. अगर उन्हें एक ओवर में 20 रन दे दिया, 30 रन, it adds pressure because on this surface 25 runs like an over could like sort of mess it up for you. But 10 overs, 30 runs, man, that's like something phenomenal. And yeah, Siraj was very good with the ball. One thing that I had, like we saw Ashwin pick up wickets, but during this course of 2 test matches, we've not seen Akshar Patel, being able to get a lot of pitches. What do you think the reason is like for that?
Yeah, I mean, this is Test cricket. He got such a good start, like a crazy dream start, and now, like the teams will know exactly where he's going to bowl, where he's going to land. There's more data, video on him as well. I'm sure they're preparing more for him. So I think that's what it is. Your second, in general, as a cricketer, if you have an amazing start, teams start doing their homework on you, and then it becomes difficult. But I still feel that he'll come back, especially when India start bowling in the second innings. We haven't seen them bowl in the second innings yet. He will have his day. Lekin, yeah, it has been disappointing that he's not picked up wickets in that way. But he's right now, if you see his economy, it was probably the second best in the. So he's doing a
Yeah.
job there. He's keeping an end tight, and that's what you want. You need Ashwin and Jadeja to pick up your wickets, and Akshar just to do a holding job and keep the bowlers refreshed. So if you look at it from that point of view, I think he's doing his job. But yes, if you compare it to the start of his career, farak to hai bhai.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, today Chirag bhai, those catches were incredible, man. He's my fantasy pick. I picked him in my team, and with all of my heart, I'm giving him a chance because जो लगान में catch था, same catch उन्हें यहाँ पे पकड़ा. उन्हें रिवर्स स्वीप करने गया, हेलो बोले के राहुल, हेलो भाई यहाँ पे है बोल के, एंड इट वाज अ ब्यूटीफुल कैच. आई मीन आप कुछ भी बोलो भाई, दैट कैच वाज अ डिफिकल्ट वन. और मेरे को पहले बहुत क्लोज दिखा था उन्हें, But when they put out the different angle, I'm like, "Arey, itni dur tha ne?" Balki like he actually had to run away. I'm like, "Arey," because I was shocked. But overall, man, KL Rahul
No,
today,
it
he
was
was good in the field. He did survive the day. I mean, like whatever you say, 4 runs or 20 balls, he's there. Tomorrow's another day.
Today he
Yeah,
did his job. Today he did his job.
today he had
Now
his job in
tomorrow.
the field. There were no drops and stuff.
And
So
man,
yeah,
the thing is, I was scared because the 2-3 balls kept low. We'll get to India's batting, but I did guess Australia play 11 समझ से बाहर है एक पेस बॉलर प्रॉब्लम ये है कि कैमरन ग्रीन फिट नहीं है दे आर डिपेंडिंग ऑन हिम अगर वो फिट है देन दे विल प्ले टू पेस बॉलर्स आई आल्सो फेल्ट दैट दे शुड हैव गॉन विद द with two pace and three spinners like India did मगर उन लोगों को डर है भाई बैटिंग को स्टैक करना है उनको डर है कि इंडिया के जो स्पिनर्स को टैकल करने के लिए दे नीड दैट एक्स्ट्रा बैटर दैट एक्स्ट्रा कंफर्ट इन देयर 11 इसलिए उन लोग ऐसा कर रहे हैं मैं भी लाइक एग्री करता हूं अंशुल भाई कि एक्स्ट्रा एक पेसर चाहिए यू नीड 5 bowlers I'm happy with the spinner, but you need that extra pace just to keep your bowlers refreshed. You saw Faiz, Siraj and Shami, they did a job. Shami, bhai, 4 wicket liya unhe. Yes, he was expensive, but he picked up wickets. He cleaned out the tail. He got the ball to reverse. He did exactly what was needed of him.
आई थिंक यहाँ पे दो चीजें हैं एक में भी अगेन थॉट ओवर थॉट द पिच एंड सेट क्या रे भाई रैंक टर्नर होगा रैंक टर्नर होगा रैंक टर्नर होगा लेट्स जस्ट गो विद द ऑप्शन ऑफ वन बॉलर बिकॉज स्कॉट पोलैंड ज्यादा काम में नहीं आया नागपुर में आप देख लो ही डिडंट कम इनटू अ लॉट ऑफ यूज ही उल्टा ऑन ड्रॉप कैच करा बट अगर मैं दूसरे तरफ से दे रहा हूँ लाइक देखो प्रेशर तो बिल्ड स्पिनर से भी हो रहा है और पेस बॉलर से भी हो रहा है अगर आप अक्सर को देखो उन्हें भी अच्छा प्रेशर बनाया और सिराज में भी प्रेशर बनाया एंड पैट कमिंस एक बॉलर है एंड वो बैटिंग टेल को जो आप बोल रहे हैं वो चीज है बट मेरे लिए मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट थिंग इज देयर इवन लाबुशेन देयर इवन स्मिथ हु कैन बॉल सो दे हैव अ लॉट ऑफ एक्स्ट्रा बॉलर्स इन देम रिफ्रेशमेंट की बात नहीं आई जस्ट थिंक वो
Currently, they got Travis Head more for his bowling than his batting.
and we got Travis Head as well so I mean वही है कि भाई पिच के like हिसाब से they just said कि भाई let's just go with the rank runner what's the worst that can happen if we play one paceman it's nothing major because the paceman I mean like Shami got a lot of wickets but again I don't see Boland
it's
doing
just to keep your main bowlers fresh you need that extra bowler I feel and that's where Cameron Green they're missing अगर उन्हें था उन्हें पक्का खेलता Cameron Green whether he bowls 3 overs or 20 overs it doesn't make a difference just his presence would have completely changed the mindset for India also and for Australia ब्लंडल की इनिंग्स कैसी लगी जबरदस्त मैं कल एक्चुअली ब्लंडल का ही नाम लिया था ब्लंडल और डैरिल मिचेल दोनों इंग्लैंड के अगेंस्ट अच्छा खेलते हैं राइट एंड आई नो मिचेल गॉट आउट फॉर अ डक बट ब्लंडल मैन इनक्रेडिबल you know what a century one man standing he's kept New Zealand in the game and yeah now baseball will be a bit under pressure because tomorrow they need to get like a proper decisive lead we know in New Zealand ki day 4-5 पे actually becomes better for batting थोड़ा उल्टा होता
फ्लैट हो जाता
in the game
100% and अगर I mean they dropped Stuart Broad towards the end अगर आप देखो Stuart Broad अगर चले आता था तो 3 विकेट निकल जाते थे तो नाइट वॉचमैन के स्टुअर्ट ब्रॉड आया there was no communication between Scott क्या की नाम है उसका I don't know what his last name is but him and Blundell के बीच में communication नहीं था so वहाँ पे एक ड्रॉप कैच हो गया बट ओवरऑल राइट नाउ अच्छी जोन में है बट आई वुड से इंग्लैंड का भी अगर आप देखो they're not in a very problematic area अगर कल थोड़ा फ्लैट होने लग गया विकेट देन इंग्लैंड भी एक दिन में 400 मार के दे सकती वी नो द केपेबल तो इट्स अ गुड टेस्ट मैच टू वॉच खुद सुबह में यहाँ पे 6:30 बजे में है एंड आपके पास तो 5 बजे है बट फिर भी इट्स लाइक ओवर तक कभी कभी अगर एक आध 2 ओवर देखने को मिल रहा है तो इट्स लाइक वेरी नाइस टू वॉच
Ram Bhai's in the house. Thank you so much for joining us. Bavuma new test captain, and he's also relinquished the T20 captaincy. Who is getting the T20? Markram in the house, baby. It'll be interesting to see who gets that T20 captaincy because
I think there's Markram, there's Milner also who was good in the set, but Markram is the winner. So there's a difference there. But and Riley Russo also there. I mean, you don't know. But Bavuma जब से वो सेंचुरी मारा किस्मत चमक रही चिच्चा की तो देखना है ऐसे T20 का भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आ गया टेस्ट मैच मुबारक को मिठाई से भेज रहा ना तो but yeah I mean overall it's good.
Yes, sir. For you, the best bowling spell for India today. I mean, there was Shami 4 wickets, Ashwin 4 wickets, Jadeja 3. Ashwin, how much did he pick? 4 or 3?
3. Ashwin picked 3. I would say, I mean, considering the wickets, I would say Ashwin because Ashwin got like Labuschagne and Smith. I think that is what's the key factor for Australian side. Massive. And then again he got like Alex Carey also out who could come and sort of middle में आके balance बना सकता. So I think those 3 wickets. And you're knocking Australia down, and I think that is something major. I mean, Shami did pick up the last tail where we usually are in problem, and he picked up 4. But I would still say Ashwin picked up the main wickets, which allowed the mindset of Australia to become nervous, and उस हिसाब से फिर it was easier for them to clean it up. I think.
For me, the innings of the day is just because of the context of the game and the pitch and everything. Pat Cummins,
Handscomb.
33 or 59. I think that was
Yeah,
important that he stayed there with Peter Hanscom.
yeah.
Just look at the
He
context of the
smacked two
situation.
sixes, man.
Yeah, like
Wow.
he allowed that score to go past 250. Like if he wasn't
Yeah.
there, they would have been wrapped up for 190, 200. So I think Pat Cummins, again, captain's knock, very good innings. Of course, he would have liked to get to his 50 and extend the lead, but I think he's got Australia to a competitive score now, along with Hanscom and Khawaja. And now it's to do the bowlers to do the job and give Australia some sort of lead. If Australia get a lead on this pitch, Faz, they are favorites to win this
Yeah,
game.
they're in it.
So that's what they're going to do. And also, let's talk about India's batting. They did the job. That's what I felt. The odd ball
Yeah,
kept low. Rohit Sharma kadak 4 ke saath he got off the mark, but
Mark.
yeah,
Yeah.
KL Rahul was beaten a few times. Rohit Sharma survived a dismissal, pad. But yeah, in general, it wasn't that easy to bat, but they did the job for today. What are you expecting tomorrow? And more importantly, how do you review that short session from the batters?
See, from the short session thing, what obviously it was survival was the main thing. We didn't want to go in tomorrow losing a wicket. So I think wo mindset is confident that we have all 11 or 10 wickets intact. So I think that is going to give you a confidence. But tomorrow morning, what I'm scared of is because that's pura din play hua and obviously fast bowlers ke cracks and ye wo मिला के maybe the pitch might थोड़ा बहुत start turning and I feel कि भाई first hour में it will probably create the layout for the whole match मेरे हिसाब से अगर कल 2-3 विकेट फर्स्ट सेशन में चलेंगे which is a very big probability I feel then India is going to panic and then India is going to start thinking unless Iyer comes to the rescue कोहली से ज्यादा एक्सपेक्टेशन अभी भी नहीं है मुझे आई डोंट नो व्हाई कोहली इज नॉट गिविंग मी दोस वाइब्स आज भी स्लिप में खड़ के नाच ले रहा था आई डोंट नो व्हाट ही वाज डूइंग वाज डांसिंग लाइक वेरी रैंडम थिंग्स ही डज इन द स्लिप
He
but yeah
picked
for
up
me
the
India
important catch. So I was happy that
he
he took
got it.
that.
Yeah, he got. Yeah, I was like, "Arey, Virat is pakadana." Like, हाँ, चलो विराट पकड़.
Yeah,
Like, but
that'll give him.
first hour tomorrow is going to be crucial for India, the first session, because अगर उसमें 2-3 विकेट चले गए, then वो temperament will come pressurized, and if it starts turning, then it adds on to that. So I mean, for now, yes, survive कर लिए, but कल एक नया दिन में KL Rahul अगर first ball, first 10 overs में out हो गया, then again havoc situation. Not only KL Rahul but Rohit Sharma as well.
मेरे लिए क्या है मालूम कोहली के लिए like because I've seen him on challenging pitches on fast challenging pitches where everybody else struggled. I've seen him score 100 150 whether that's in Cape Town, Perth, in New Zealand, in England. He scored hundreds, man. I still remember that 2018 100 in, was it Edgbaston or somewhere in England, where India lost that test match, but he scored 140 or odd, I think. So, like, I've yet to see him score innings like that in India on challenging turning conditions. And I think, this is home ground. This is the time. Virat Kohli, counter-attacking
Yep,
cricket, putting
100%.
pressure back on Australia, playing those shots, solid in defense. You need a solid base in these conditions like Rohit Sharma has shown. Like, I understand why you're saying that because it's a tough wicket. Like, if you see, like, the odd ball is going to keep low, you're going to have issues.
Exactly.
That cut shot, he might be beaten on that cut shot. He might be beaten on the leg side. There's a lot of things. But on a tough pitch, I want Virat Kohli to step up.
Yeah, he loves the challenge. Yeah, he loves the challenge 100%. Yeah.
It's missing right now in his repertoire. If he can add this to his resume, like 100 on a turning track, it'll complete him. So I just hope that उन्हें वैसा करेंगे. Ben Stokes की कैप्टनसी का टेस्ट भी इंडिया में होगा असली. हाँ बिल्कुल उसका देखो कैप्टनसी एशेज में भी टेस्ट होगा when Australia go there his captaincy will be test. Even like for Indian captains when they go to New Zealand, South Africa, England, Australia आपके टेस्ट होते तो बिल्कुल इंडिया जब आएंगे चैलेंजिंग कंडीशंस रहते you will get tested. सबको पता है कौन सा विकेट जाएगा सबसे पहले. भाई बच गए. रोहित शर्मा का था विकेट, अंपायर तो आउट दे दिया. थैंक गॉड फॉर DRS.
और सबसे बड़ा चीज वो DRS में ये था कि पहले तो वो पैड देके फिर उसके बाद ग्लव का भी देके the gloves भाई अरे छोड़ दे भाई हो गया. But
I think Lion mentioned something to the main umpire, so the main umpire relayed that to the third umpire. That
it might be a chance that it came back and something like that. But yeah, but हाँ कोहली के हिसाब से देखो confidence ये है कि भाई he's a very good player, challenging, but the pitch is so tricky right now. It's skidding and it's also like staying low, like you mentioned, right?
Yeah.
तो मेरे लिए वो सबसे बड़ी doubt है. उसका कहीं low लग गया ना पैड पे और LBW हो गया, वो डर हो रहा है मुझे.
It's not easy, but the Virat Kohli, I know he's done it in like hard pitches. That's why I want him to. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. But yeah, भाई कल घूमने वाला है बॉल में बोल रहा हूँ अभी से. मैं देख लिया 2-3 बॉल KL Rahul और रोहित शर्मा जो खेले. भाई एकदम से बच्चा उन्हें KL Rahul का भाई crucial 4 runs by the way. The one if that was on the stumps, he was clean bowled, and you would have been screaming at me, and there's nothing he could do or I could do. That was gone. So the pitch is going to play tricks, man, for sure, 100%.
बट लाइक या तो मेरे को एक और चीज वो हंसी आई थी स्टीवन स्मिथ का एक जूम करे थे एक कि फॉर हिम ऑन द कैमरा ही इज लाइक pumped up ready to come in the minute he came if you saw he was very pumped today to bat and Smith का अगर आप देखो before Labuschagne got on they went to the camera and him पूरा pumped up था and I think today he came with a very aggressive mindset and then unfortunately but like नहीं चला बेचारे का but इतनी हंसी आई 2 मिनट में आके भाग गया and like it just was not his day. But मेरे को लगा था अगर स्मिथ रुकता था तो he would have been a very big problem. So I'm glad like Ashwin played with their minds. Ashwin he was bowling the spinner spin करा एकदम से स्लाइडर फेंक दिया अश्विन ने शॉक में आ गया रे बोल के. So that
but in this situation, first I agree with Matthew Hayden or not Dinesh Karthik, and like they always sandwich, right, 2-on-1, and I like it how they're sledging each other. But I agree with Matthew Hayden. It was natural variation. I don't know what Dinesh Karthik was trying to make up a new word or something like that, but you couldn't. That was the pitch because the release and everything was the same. ऐसा नहीं है कि उन्हें कुछ उल्टा डाला या straighter seam पकड़ के upright डाला और cross seam करा. नहीं, he bowled with that off spinning thing and it just went straight on. So I think that was a very good wicket. Also, I wanted to ask you about something, but your even my direction went to the comments. I got distracted when I remember. I'll ask you. So we'll take a few comments. Also, I think Lyon should come back over the wicket. He's not effective around the wicket. Also, yeah, I remember my question now. Do you think that Todd Murphy should have bowled today because he's the man in form? We didn't see him. I know Koeman, he's on debut. He did a decent job and got a few balls to keep low. But were you surprised not to see Todd Murphy, especially with the confidence from the last game?
I think I was surprised a bit because given his 5 in the last match, but also I understand Cummins' mindset कि भाई इतने कम over है, let's just give Koeman a feeling of the pitch, let him understand how the situation and the actual match चलेंगे. Debut पे है तो 4 over डालेगा, थोड़ा वो समझेगा, कल जाके homework पे करके कुछ तो भी he can understand. Like Todd Murphy's played in Nagpur completely and he has an idea of what's happening on this pitch. So I think for a newbie, it is good, a confidence booster. I bowled a good, decent 4 overs, and So I mean, it won't make a big difference because kal to shuruaat, I think it will be like Lyon or Murphy, and then from there they're going to take it, depending upon the spin, obviously. But I don't think it's that big of a thing. It's just to give the debutant a little bit of flavor of what's to come, technically.
Ibrahim Bhai saying he's surprised Australia went with the one fast bowler in the test. Yeah, we discussed this, and it's probably because Cameron Green is not fit. Ayer good best batsman spin चल सकता है. Smith आज तो thumbs up भी नहीं कर पाया. Yeah, उन्हें आके चले गया. But
thumbs up सब तूफान के साथ आया, तूफान के साथ चले गया और कुछ भी नहीं. और अय्यर का batsman, yes, he's a good batsman. Of spin, but I don't know how they're going to tackle him. Will Pat Cummins come in at the time when Ayer comes and just try to just keep pressure on Ayer? I don't know what they're going to actually tackle Ayer. It's going actually a good shout. कि Ayer क्या कर सकता है इधर?
Even I was surprised that Murphy didn't come because this new look decent with the ball. It was not easy to play him for 4 overs. Yeah, I agree. Maybe I just felt that he should have come before Lyon, just because of the confidence that he had. But yeah, there's a whole day, so it's okay. He will get to bowl, so I don't think it's much of a thing. It's just a slight.
I mean, I think if there was any hint that wickets are going खटाखट, then I think Murphy would have come in. अब यहाँ पे कोई wicket भी गिरा नहीं, तो I think they just didn't want to start something new.
It's a small thing, like you can tomorrow he come in and bowl, but it's just that I felt that only confidence mein hai, and KL Rahul's not in confidence, so just like that matchup would have been good from Australia's point of view. So इसलिए I think, but overall with India, you're happy with the way they bowled. Do you feel that they leaked a few runs, or do you feel that they did the job? That Jadeja is bowling no balls, man. Like मेरे को
oh my god, bro.
कनाडा में समर में बिठा के पूरे अपने दोस्त मेरे को फुल लेक्चर दिए थे बिकॉज मैं नो बॉल पे विकेट लिया था. स्पिनर कैन नॉट बोल नो बॉल, बट आई थिंक दे शुड चेंज द स्टेटमेंट टू स्पिनर शुड नॉट बोल, बट ही कैन बोल अ नो बॉल बिकॉज वी सॉ जडेजा बोलिंग 2 नो बॉल्स.
I mean, and it was so random, like एकदम ने चले गया था और पूरा अंदर ही घुस के
राहुल को देखे
ये कहाँ से आ गया?
चले गया भाई, वापस आया खेल रहा हूँ. मोमेंट था वो तो
it was, I mean, it was shocking, but I don't think no ball कोई भी डाल सकते भाई, कभी भी overstep कर सकते हैं. Short run up रहता तो it's more like actually a possibility that तुम पाँव कहाँ
लास्ट विकेट पे उन्हें ही डाल रहा.
Yeah.
उन्हें नहीं डाल रहा है Jadeja. It is a concern.
But
It is a concern. I think you're lucky 10 run या 6-7 run गए only after that, but still he'll have to work on it because it'll cause some problems later on. Yeah, because अगर अय्यर ख्वाजा का कैच शुरू में ले लेता तो इतने नहीं बनते. Yeah, it was अय्यर. I thought
एग्जैक्टली ये अय्यर मैं वही सोचा था कि ड्रॉप हुआ था, लेकिन मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा था किसने ड्रॉप
he
करा
dropped
था.
him. He did get dropped on
बट
15. I think he got dropped. So yeah, देखो, like this is part and parcel of the game, and it might cost India. You might come tomorrow and tell me that भाई अगर उन्हें कैच लिया नहीं लिया बोल के हारे. You can say that, but you just have to keep moving on to the next ball, and hopefully India also get some chances, because otherwise on this pitch it could be a thing. And first, you remember the Pune Test match in 2017? Australia scored 260 around that time also, and they won that test match. So इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ, like, fasten your seat belts.
मेरे हिसाब से देखो, अगर अपन लाइक ख्वाजा और हैंड्सकॉम की इनिंग्स लेके चलो, ख्वाजा को आप ड्रॉप करें, बट उसके बाद से उन्हें जिस तरीके से खेला, ही प्लेड एग्जैक्टली टू व्हाट द पिच ऑर्डर्ड, एंड सेम विद हैंड्सकॉम. सो इंडिया कुड नॉट डू मच, प्रोबेबली द ओनली rotating the bowlers. And I think third session में अगर आप देखो, अश्विन ज्यादा डाला नहीं. That was one thing that was shocking for me, that Ashwin did not come back post. I think in the third session he bowled the least. Like,
Because
it
he
was only
bowled
Jadeja.
two very long spells. That's why, and that was
Yeah.
a difference, and it gave me an indication that this pitch is not as dangerous as Nagpur. Is that Rohit was getting antsy in the first test? You remember when the score got to 160, he started making changes. Har do over he was changing the bowler's field. में भी उन्हें चिल्ला रहा था ये करो वो करो. But today he kept on bowling. Ashwin kept on bowling. He gave him a very long spell. That's why he had to rest him for a longer period. So I think that is an indication that yes, there is turn and off and stuff, but it wasn't as dangerous as Nagpur, because from Rohit's captaincy, मेरे को ऐसा लगा, because he kept persisting with the same line and length, and he was composed this time around. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, but for me, like, the player of the day probably would be Handscomb. Just the situation that he came in, despite Usman's 81 and stuff, I would say the way he played and handled himself in the situation. People are coming close to him, he's smashing it. People are going far away, he's taking the signal. It was proper, like, cricketing brain, man. He had it like in the back of his hand. He understood the situations, and he was playing with whoever was with him on the pitch. Jitna मार सका मारा. I think very very sensational innings from the guy, man. Given the say, and like you mentioned, I think one more important inning was Pat Cummins. Underrated, under the radar जा रहा है. 2 छक्के अश्विन को मारा, and like he kept smashing it, just to understand that he wanted. I think he came with the mindset that 260 to 300 is a very good target, because what they scored in the last first inning was 170 something, and he knew that they needed another 100 runs to give the bowlers something. And now the bowlers are a bit confident कि अभी turn हो रहा है, skid हो रहा, so there's much more runs in their head mentally. So 260 पहले आप मारो, फिर उसके बाद आप
ये पॉइंट है, मैं अग्री करता हूँ ये पॉइंट से कि दिस पिच इज आउट बिकॉज टर्न के साथ बाउंस भी वेरिएबल है. दैट इज, इट्स नॉट टर्निंग एज मच एज नागपुर, बट देयर इज वेरिएबल बाउंस. और उन्हें जो मैं जो देखा लास्ट सेशन में, मैं तो परेशान हो गया देख के. लाइक इट केप्ट सो लो मैन टू केएल राहुल कपल टाइम्स. So it's going to be a struggle as you go on. That's why a lead is vital. You would want another 150 run lead. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but I think even if you get a 50 run lead, it gives your bowlers a bit of deal. You need any lead on this pitch is going to be important for India. So for them, that's the main target. Get to 100, get to 150, then get to that 260 mark, and then build from there if you can. They might not get to that 260 mark. That's a different scenario if they don't. Like, the main thing is getting to that Australia target, and they have to take it session by session, ball by ball, hour by hour. That's how they'll have to break it down. And
who do you all see? Who do you all see? Being the main head, like, who has to take the? I mean, like, if you were to reach that 260, who would you back to do that?
I'd back anybody right now, bro. Like, I think,
I mean,
like,
in your situation, given the 6 or the 5 out of the 5, I know we would want everyone to score, but like,
I would probably, I would think it's the bottom 3, like in the lower middle 3. It'll be Iyer, Jadeja, Aksar. I think that's what it'll be. Like, it'll come down to that. That's just my opinion. But whoever contributes, it'll be vital.
Yeah,
like, whether that's Pujara, whether that's Virat Kohli, again, you need your. I want to see the top order at least get to 50s. whether that's KL Rahul, whether that's Pujara or Kohli, at least 2 out of the 3 get to 50s. So then that takes the pressure off Iyer, Aksar, and Jadeja, and hopefully they can play with more freedom, because India have shown in these conditions they have a good lower order now, which they didn't have like before. But in Indian conditions, the lower order becomes stronger. Even in away conditions, is better now. So now it's about the top order. I don't know. The problem is जब विराट कोहली फॉर्म में रहता, लोअर ऑर्डर कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट नहीं करता. जब विराट कोहली फॉर्म में नहीं रहता, फिर लोअर ऑर्डर कंट्रीब्यूट करता. I need them to all click at one time, because on a tricky pitch you need contributions. Doesn't mean कि आप आके सेंचुरी मारो जैसा रोहित शर्मा करा, but contributions आप 40 50 60 तक अगर लेके आए, जैसा
अगर आप जाके अपना फाड़ फोड़ भी खेलना चाह रहे तो खेल 30 पे मिल गए एक एक बंदे से तो बस है भाई.
Yeah, like you need to do. That's why each batter on this pitch needs to put a price on their wicket. If you get out to a good delivery or like low bounce or unplayable ball, then there's nothing you can do. But it's just about that intent. It's about trying to score and getting those starts. Once you get those starts, I understand that if you don't convert it, because this wicket is such कि आपको कोई भी बॉल पे आपका नंबर लिखा हुआ है, लेकिन that's it. Just getting those starts first, those will be crucial. अगर आप सब under 10 पे आउट हो गए तो फिर प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा. I think India will need to go for runs on this pitch. खड़े रहोगे तो आउट कर जाएंगे कोई ना कोई बॉल. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I meant. A ball will have your number on this pitch, and it's still not deteriorated yet. Right? Like this is going to be the second day. Second day normally in Test matches the best wicket to bat on, the best day to bat on. So hopefully India can get some runs and get closer to that target. Lekin my bet is on Iyer. Yeah, that's I would say it's a safe bet.
The only thing is like Iyer is coming out of injury. I don't know how he's going to feel, but I mean, yeah, 100% he can come and hold the fort. For me, I don't know why I feel like Pujara might be your best bet on this track. The way he plays, he slows things down and he sort of sucks in the pressure, and then he starts using that against the opposition. So मेरे हिसाब से I feel कहीं ना कहीं पुजारा खड़े रह के सबको थका के फिर मारेगा. And that's what I think you would probably need. And then someone who's standing with him could probably do the faster scoring. But this guy is going to take a lot of deliveries in him, and then he's going to hit a lot. So I think Pujara कुछ कर सकता.
Your first thoughts on Matthew Koeman? I thought he did a fabulous job, and he bowled some really good deliveries. Of course, he's on debut. It's gonna is he on debut? No, I don't know if he's on debut, but yeah, he is on debut. It was Labuschagne. Labuschagne gave him his cap. But yeah, I felt he bowled well with good control, and now he's bringing that left arm angle which they were missing in Nagpur. So there will be more pressure on India, whether that's Virat Kohli or Pujara, because they'll have to face the ball coming in and going out now. So it's going to be good for Australia in that sense.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, he was very disciplined. I mean, obviously just 4 overs, we can't totally dissect him, but based he looks like he knows what he's doing. He also, I don't think he played a lot of first class cricket also. He just is new, but I think in those little games he's got a lot of wickets, which is why he got called up, right? So I think uske hisab se agar dekh rahe to maybe he has something in him that the team look at, and it's just going to be a matter of time if he starts getting those in and turning, and then फिर एक अलग level का game हो जाएगा for India. To see actually if we're actually a very good test, spin batting team, that would be a very big test.
Yeah, और आपका prediction कल के लिए?
Kohli is gonna get out to this guy, Koeman. I feel that.
That is your prediction. And do you think India will take a lead, or Australia will bowl them out, or what do you see?
I feel Pujara will stay there till the end, but India will get all out. Probably just in the third session के beginning में.
Yeah, after watching baseball and England, New Zealand, it feels like बहुत slow. खाली 260 मारे हैं यार ऑस्ट्रेलिया और इंडिया खाली 20 मारे, but that's.
और ऐसे pitch पे देखना पड़ता like even baseball. I mean, that's what I think Anshul bhai saying बोले कि I think it's maybe Stokes की captaincy का मालूम होगा. Obviously nothing taken away.
अगर हम लोग all out भी हुए तो जल्दी हो जाते हैं, इतना टाइम नहीं लेंगे हम लोग.
हाँ, हिला तो नहीं लेते हैं, but I think ये pitch अगर ऐसा है और आपके like ऐसे 15 पे 6 विकेट चले गए बेसबॉल बोल के, तो आप भी सोचेंगे ना
नहीं रुकते हम लोग. मेरे को दिख गया अभी नहीं वन स्ट्रोक्स बोल रहा भाड़ में जाओ सब, आउट हो गए तो आउट हो गए, चलो बस.
3 दिन के मैच 3 दिन में फिर 2 दिन फिरना है.
He wants to chill for 2 days, bro. He wants to go and
फिरना है 2 दिन उसको, 3 दिन का मैच खत्म करके. बट आई थिंक जहाँ पे अभी न्यूजीलैंड का मैच आप देखो, I mean it's day 3 tomorrow. आप देखना है कि what they set
so fast. और 300 रन लग रहे भाई, ऐसा नहीं है कि ऑल आउट जल्दी हो जा रहे, 300 रन लग रहे. तो इंडिया से दिल्ली में क्राउड ध्यान में रखे हुए पिच गुड बनाई, डे नाइट टेस्ट इंग्लैंड वाली पिच नहीं बनाई. Yeah, I think look, that day night pitch, especially the Ahmedabad one, that was crazy. But are you talking about
The
crowd
day night
for
test,
that?
England. Considering the crowd on Friday, it will be crowded, right? So I think उसके हिसाब से ये pitch good बनाई है ताकि crowd puller रह सके. I don't think they
Saturday,
made it
Sunday.
like the one.
यार मगर उन लोग पिंक बॉल हटा दिए ये टेस्ट सीरीज से. That is pure planning, like, that is pure planning. I think that they don't want to take the risk on the pink ball, especially the twilight period when the ball gets when you swing the ball and stuff. I don't think they want to face Common Stark in that time. But if there was a
100%.
pink ball test again, the last one against England, the pink ball test, उसमें तो अक्सर went crazy. So the spinners can also have their same pink ball, ऐसा नहीं है, लेकिन yeah, I don't think India want to face the pink ball. And also with the weekend coming in, I don't think crowds का कोई issue रहेगा. They'll come in. And today there was a good crowd for a weekday, तो Saturday
today
Sunday
तो
को
अच्छा.
अच्छा crowd रहेगा.
हाँ, Friday को relatively sick leave डाल के चले होंगे. तो I don't. चिराग भाई गए कि नहीं गए? आप लोग गए शायद? I don't think
नहीं,
आप लोग
चिराग
कोई से
संडे
गए
का
होंगे.
ट्राई
But
कर रहा है.
it would have been a very good day to. Actually, a very very good day
चिराग
to go
संडे
with it.
जब आप चल रहा है संडे तक पक्का है मैच, तो आप जा सकते. आई डोंट नो
But मैं ये पूछ रहा था, what are your thoughts, man? चेतन शर्मा 1 month से 2 months से कम में चले गया चिच्चा. He technically agreed to his problems. He's just decided to resign. When
he's
BCCI didn't even
requested to
ask him.
resign.
Yeah, and BCCI didn't
No,
ask him to. तो आप
he was asked to resign.
No, the article I read, they said that according to a report
He
from
requested.
ANI or something, he wasn't requested. He himself gave it.
He was requested. He's done, bro. Like, this guy is done. I don't have any thoughts on him. Like, जो भी हुआ सही हुआ. Like, खत्म करो, get a new chief selector in and go out.
But who would this pay now, man? This new chief selector again now. कुछ खुलेंगे कि
Sold
क्या है
out
कि
है
देखना.
No, but like, man, he's got his second chance already. He's screwed up again. So, like, I don't. It's fine. जो भी हुआ, I think सही हुआ. तो उस हिसाब से. And
Sold out
also
है यारो. Black में नहीं मिल रहा. Black में ना खोलो यारो. White करो. सब चीज white. No blacks.
Fez, also breaking news today, headlines everywhere, is that the IPL schedule is announced. March
Yeah,
31st is the first game of the
Gujo
IPL.
versus CSK.
You've been talking to me about it for the last 2 months. Wait karna है, wait karna है. It's here, and it's here a bit earlier than I expected. And yeah, it starts on the 31st. Pura, I think first game is in Ahmedabad. It's pura home and away. I love it. I think Dharamshala is the second home for Punjab, so there's going to be a few games there. So Punjab won't have all the games. And there's another कौन सा ground है यार, मैं भूल गया अब. It's for Rajasthan, I think, second home. So there is 2 teams have a second home. The rest is going to be. Hyderabad has all the matches. That's really good. Bangalore has all the games. Has all the games. So I've sent you the full fixtures, every single game. So yeah, ICC को workload का.
Guwahati is their home. The second home.
मैं चाहिए 3 फॉर्मेट के प्लेयर नहीं मिलेंगे कोहली जैसे. बिल्कुल यार. Good one, bhai. Thank you, Gajju bhai.
Guwahati is the second one, bro. Like you were saying.
Thank you for joining. I think you're a new a watcher, so please subscribe and hit the like button and share with your friends. Bhaijan, I would really appreciate it. But yeah, it's going to be action-packed IPL. Pura like.
चिराग भाई हैदराबाद आ जाओ यार, देखेंगे आके मैच. He's been to Hyderabad, right? अंशुल भाई भी आ जाओ, सब आ जाओ. हैदराबाद में मैच आए. वहाँ मजा आने वाली.
I think 3rd April को है, right? Sunrisers का पहला गेम राजस्थान से है शायद. 3rd या 4th को है. RCB is playing Mumbai. The first game in Bangalore, 2nd April. So yeah, man.
What about the opener, bro? Gujarat versus CSK.
The 2 party animals at it. Hardik Pandya and Dhoni. I will see them partying together. So it'll be good. It'll be a good game. But मेरे को नहीं पसंद यार दोनों के teams. चेन्नई मेरे को boring दिखती और
गुजरात. Your boy Ben's in CSK, man.
He's outstanding. Maybe I'll watch it for him. But like मेरे को in general boring दिखती है और गुजरात को मेरे को गुस्सा आ गया था जब उन्हें उसको पड़ी थी.
राजस्थान.
I got upset, bro. So I'm not that excited for that game. I really like Bangalore Bombay matches. I don't know why I have this fascination, especially when it's in Bangalore and Wankhede in particular. मेरे को बहुत मजा आता देखने. I just feel 2 like teams with big brands and big names, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli. It's just a nice watch. I think
Rolex,
that'll
it's like Rolex versus Jaguar or something.
yeah. Ben and Dhoni. वैसे, like I was having this conversation with like my friends before. Sunrisers actually, like, a lot of teams don't really watch them because they don't have that Indian face. Like they
Star
don't have
power,
a
yeah.
Kohli, they don't have a Jadeja, a Rohit Sharma, or anything like that. But they do consistently well. They have like a good Indian core, and they have like 2-3 crazy foreigners, and they do consistently well. So
I
it's not
think
the
they're
best
like
popular.
the New Zealand of the ICC tournaments, right? They go under the
Yeah.
radar because we don't have that much star power, but everyone gives their 100%, and that's the best thing, right? Because star power is not important, right? If you have 11 good players, consistent players, it's enough. And I think Sunrisers has proved it over and over
They do
again.
invest in
And we remember
foreign stars.
we won 5-5. Remember, just to qualify, वो 5-5 जो जीते थे,
Yeah.
कोई टीम ने पुल कर सकती थी भाई.
और उसमें इंजरीज बहुत थे. आई थिंक आई रिमेम्बर उसमें साहा आना पड़ा. आई थिंक ब्रेस्टो गॉट इंजर्ड, लॉट ऑफ पीपल गॉट इंजर्ड, एंड देन
कितना ड्रामा था भाई.
SA have dropped Vander Dusen, Zondo, and Irby from Test squad. Markham, Rickleton, and Mutter returned. 2 debutants, Steve Zorzi and Kotze in the squad.
Oh, new faces to see. Yeah.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया अब आईपीएल के बाद जाएगी. हाँ, अभी तो खेलेंगे. जो प्लेयर खेल रहे हैं आईपीएल में वो तो रहेंगे. जो नहीं खेल रहे हैं उन लोग शायद बैठ देखेंगे. क्या बात
थोड़े
है.
जमीना भी ले लेंगे.
क्या बात है भाई. आप थोड़ा लेट आ गए विनय भाई, ने तो हम लोग टेस्ट मैच के बारे में बात कर रहे थे. बट
आ जाएंगे भाई टेस्ट मैच के. भाई मसला नहीं, आ जाएंगे टेस्ट मैच में भी वापस. क्या है, कल डे 2 है. What a catch by KF. Beautiful batting today as well. The guy is a gem. Need to make it big. Yeah, and so is Rohit Sharma. Man, he stood there along with KL Rahul, and I think just one up on Virat Kohli right now in the series. So let's see. But Virat Kohli got a catch as well. So yeah.
SRH का show है आज. Orange Army. I think he's talking about my shirt. Someone very close to my heart had given me this show as a gift. Press, क्या बोलते?
I don't know who this heart is. देखना पड़ेगा.
Yeah. Have you seen this shirt before?
No, bro. I don't know what shirt it is, but yeah.
You know what shirt it is, but you never seen it on my body. You haven't seen it on my body.
You wore it once on the body. After body.
But yeah, from the fixture team, I'm so happy that it's home and away. It's going to be crazy, bro. I'm telling you, आप पूरा वो Green Street का बना दो, Sunrisers का एक fan army बना. We do interviews with fans who go crazy, bro. It's going to be.
आशीष बोला यार, धर्मशाला में भी मैचेस है. आशीष come. Everyone just come. Let's go to Dharamshala, bro. Faster pitches and faster.
Bro, I'm telling you, you want your team to be successful, you need to build a proper fan base. ये नहीं है कि धोनी आ गए तो उनको support करो. नहीं.
But I think even building a fan base is what important, not branding. Like
आप लखनऊ से आप केएल राहुल को support करो और किसी को नहीं. Gotta back your team, and that's how the fun will come. That's what I'm saying. Of course, सबका अलग-अलग choice है, but this is just my thing. Lift off. केएल राहुल की batting I don't know what he's talking about. जब हम घर के छत पर वन हैंड खेलते थे भाई, अभी भी खेलेंगे. आप आ जाओ आईपीएल के टाइम पे, अभी भी खेलेंगे. मेरा फेवरेट गेम है वो वन टिप, बहुत पसंद मेरे को.
बचपन में जहाँ भी हम लोग को जगह दिखती थी, लाइक कोई भी अगर बड़ा भी कमरा रहता था, फर्स्ट ये आता था, याद है, अरे इधर क्रिकेट खेल सकते बोल के.
भाई हम लोग पार्क में जाते, मैं विनय आशीष पंटर जाके अभी समर्स में कनाडा में वन टिप ही खेलते. Like for me that's more important than league game, bro. Me and Ashish, so we set a time every day. This summer was a bit difficult, but like
hopefully you don't bowl no balls over there.
Bro, yeah, spinners are allowed to bowl no balls today. We realized that from Jadeja. Cold weather, अब क्या कर सकते हैं? कौन सा मैच था? धर्मशाला में. नहीं यार, वो कंस्ट्रक्शन खत्म नहीं हुआ. They were trying to
तुमने रेत के पैसे नहीं दिए, तुमने ब्रिक्स और रेत के पैसे नहीं दिए, वहाँ रेनोवेशन रुक गया. भेज भाई वहाँ पेमेंट.
वो पूरा खोदते थे ग्राउंड को, and they tried to renovate it, मगर वो हुआ नहीं टाइम पे. बुमराह भी खेलेगा आईपीएल.
इंजेक्शन लेके बेबी. इंजेक्शन लेके खेलेगा.
हांडा साहब. Yeah, but Ashish Vinay, who joined us a bit later, let us know क्या बोलते, so who was your player of the day today? And what did you enjoy? I think he also said me and
Wow.
Musti have the World Series last summer. I'm leading 5. Baygan leading 5-0. मैं क्या
5-0.
बॉल मैं एक बॉल डाला ऐसा फेस वो एंड्रू नेल वैसा ऐसा करके क्या
Oh.
बैन कर दो बॉल को. Chetan Sharma sacked. Yes, we discussed that when Chetan Sharma is sacked. But
Yep, sacked and packed and ready to get out of there because
also भाई
अब तो मेरे को ये डर, और अब तो घर वाले भी विश्वास नहीं करेंगे उस पे. गीबत ही है आदमी, इधर का उधर कर रहा है. It's like कुमलिक का bro. Watch out.
और भाई राइली रूसो फोड़ दे रहा 44 of 21.
राइली रूसो छोड़ो, राइली रिजली देखो 66 फिर से is coming back, huh?
Yeah, but look at the strike rate difference, bro. Look at Russo's strike rate.
209, man. I feel damn, that guy is next level, and that's why I was also like putting his hat in the race for like T20 captaincy for South Africa. Maybe Riley or Markram or like even David Miller just because of his experience. But
maybe Miller and Maharaj will be a shout as well because they've
no, Maharaj is too bad, man. I don't like Maharaj.
Bro, he won a series in England in the summer.
But no, इसको बहुत फोड़ते हैं lately तो
But I'm just saying he's with there.
even Bavuma was there, but like just because you're there doesn't make you captain, right?
Bavuma was there, but yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where is he? Out of his. Where is this guy, man? This guy is like.
The guy has potential, man. Faz, I'm telling you, he's a good bowler, bro.
Give him the injections, man. Give him the injections. This guy needs the injections, man.
What about Kung Fu Pandya? He's playing MS Dhoni in the first game of the IPL.
Now he's celebrating his marriage, bro. He's like busy with his wife. Leave him alone.
अब सबसे best opening batsman test का रोहित है. क्या बोलते हैं?
कमेंट में आता कुछ. बेस्ट बैट्समैन रोहित है. रोहित भैया अगर अपन देख रहे 2 साल से ज्यादा टेस्ट नहीं खेला था, एक टेस्ट के बिरते पे आप उसको बेस्ट दे रहे हैं. दैट इज अ वेरी लो बार, low like threshold.
But Faiz, why he has an argument is that the other openers who have played, they've not done really well. If you see Zach Crawley या पाकिस्तान में, but again उन्हें fail हो गया. Duckett अब recently शुरू करा.
अरे ब्रो भैया 400 रन मारा. But I think अगर ओपनिंग बैट्समैन की बात कर रहे हैं, या ओपनिंग बैट्समैन मारा बाबर भाई भी ओपनर नहीं है ना.
वही तो बोल रहे थे. पॉइंट है भाई का.
सोचना पड़ेगा. What about Tangerine, bro? Tangerine's in the house right now.
Which Tangerine, bro? Oh, Chandrapal, yeah.
Which Tangerine? How many Tangerines do you know? तुम shirt तो Tangerine पहने हुए, but how many
Tangerine, right? This is also Tangerine.
खट्टा मारे.
Man got married again. Yeah, he had a court marriage, so now he had like a proper marriage because
I like how you're explaining it to him. He got a court marriage and then he got married.
Because Vinay gets angry at me when I repeat. He repeats the most.
Vinay को नहीं मालूम रहेगा क्या भाई? He knows everything, man. माशाल्लाह.
Vinay झाड़ू है. First दिल्ली नहीं गए कवर करने, तुम इंडिया भेज दिए भाई. दुबई में चिल कर रहा था.
Backup. मेरा backup.
अफोर्ड नहीं कर सके तुम, थोड़ा हमारे को इन्वेस्ट करो, हम भेजेंगे पैसे को. दिल्ली क्या है भाई, उसको दिल्ली से लेके मेलबर्न से लेके लॉस एंजलिस मायामी पूरा भेज देंगे. Logistics weren't working out because हमारे को आगे भी देखना है, आईपीएल भी देखना है.
मैं अपना एक दोस्त बोला भाई उसको इस उबर नहीं मिल रही, तो यहाँ पे फ्लाइट का उबर ही नहीं मिल रही दिल्ली में. तो वहाँ सोच वहाँ पहुंच के मैं अगर उबर नहीं मिल रही बोलता तो कितना नहीं स्टूपिड दिखता था.
कोशिश बहुत करा मैं पैसे को भेजने, दिल्ली में नहीं हुआ. मैं बहुत
I want to land like, अगर आप लोग स्पेस जैम देखें, I want to land like Michael Jordan in the stadium.
बताओ कोई और है तो बताओ यार. मेरे हिसाब से तो
What about Khwaja, bro? Khwaja is good. Khwaja अच्छा है. Khwaja decent है.
ठीक है, आप बोल सकते हैं. But रोहित शर्मा majesty, man.
But wait, मैं कल consistency run के हिसाब से बोल रहा हूँ चल भाई. But definitely रोहित शर्मा.
नहीं, you're right also. You're right, but because Rohit Sharma has not played big matches, so you can't really put him there. But when he has played, he's shown his bit in England, in Australia, over here, he's shown his thing. New Zealand fourth day against Bangladesh. Yes, and also blunder भी फोड़ दिया विनय from the men's.
यहाँ आया देखो main man. कॉनवे का नाम सुने हो या? कॉनवे इज राइट नाउ.
नहीं यार, कॉनवे अभी भी शुरू क्या करा उन्हें, लाइक यू नो
पाकिस्तान में भी मारा ना. पाकिस्तान में भी
यार, पाकिस्तान में मैं नहीं काउंट करता हूं. पाकिस्तान उसमें क्रॉली भी मारा मैं. पाकिस्तान कॉनवे क्या करा इंग्लैंड में, लग गए थे मुझे लग गए थे।
सर्दी लग गई होगी यार, मोजे पहनना पड़ता है,
हाँ,
चलता है।
तो दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, लाइक रोहित शर्मा
I
ब्रो।
mean, but it's a good shot definitely रोहित शर्मा, and अगर ये मैच में कर गया ब्रो तो we'll see.
रोहित शर्मा इज क्लास प्लेयर ब्रो। रोहित कितना खेल लिया भाई, मगर पूरा अगर देखो आप 3 साल में उठा लो ओपनर्स में, रोहित खेला भी नहीं, उसमें कौन परफॉर्म करे वो मैचेस में, उतने नहीं करे। ओपनर्स हैव स्ट्रगल ब्रो इन टेस्ट मैच क्रिकेट।
अब विनेगी फिरेगी, विनय बोलेगा सेंड लिंक फिरेगी फिर बोलेगा सेंड लिंक।
अरे बेस्ट बैट्समैन नहीं बोल रहे विनय, ओपनर यार हो तुम, विनय यार रिलैक्स करो रिलैक्स करो तुम, बेस्ट बैटर नहीं बोल रहे, ओपनर में बोल रहे। अंशुल भाई का ओपिनियन है वो, मैं तो लाइक सहमत हूँ, आप नहीं सहमत है तो इट्स ओके, नो वरीज एट ऑल। कितने मैचेस गिनो भाई, मैं गिन लिया मैचेस, गिन लिया। बोलो हाँ फैस।
क्या कितने मैचेस गिनो, बोल दिया
नहीं
वेरी
नहीं,
गुड।
व्हाट आर योर थॉट्स ऑन द आईपीएल फिक्सचर्स?
आईपीएल फिक्सर के थॉट्स क्या है, ओनली वन थॉट, हैदराबाद बेबी, चार मीनार से चार कमान से पत्थर क्या था वो, चार मीनार चार कमान से क्या खैर है, भूल गया मैं, वो एक राइमिंग थी, बट या आई मीन डेफिनेटली मेरे हिसाब से इट्स गोना बी अ वेरी गुड आईपीएल, बिकॉज अगर अपन देख रहे हैं जो प्लेयर्स अब आ चुके हैं इन स्क्वाड्स एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट, एंड या इट लुक्स हेल्दी कंपटीशन, ज्यादा टी20 खेले लास्ट ईयर भी, एंड अभी इट्स ऑल इंटेंस कंपटीशन, मजा आने वाला है। वुमेन्स का भी चल रहा साथ साथ, तो वो फ्लेवर कंटिन्यू रहेगा होपफुली। March 4th to 26th तक इन लोगों का है, फिर 31st the big boys come in. No no difference, but like my point is like boys will play home and away, and I can't wait for it.
या एसआरएच नहीं जीतेगा इंशाल्लाह, अगर नहीं जीते तो मैं दुआ करता हूँ दिल्ली भी नहीं जीते, बिकॉज ऑफ दिल्ली को
अरे नहीं,
सपोर्ट
दिल्ली का नहीं है, और कोलकाता का है।
उन्हें चेन्नई को
लॉकी
सपोर्ट
फर्ग्यूसन
करता
का
था,
है, लॉकी
चेन्नई को
फर्ग्यूसन का है।
सपोर्ट करता था, देन ही स्विच टू दिल्ली, द विन इज अ ग्लोरी हंटर ब्रो, लाइक
How do you
गुजरात।
switch, bro?
Good. No, good. Like you say, each to their own. Gujarat का बुरा हाल होने वाला है इस season. Last year, बच्चे hope so, man. Like I don't want Gujarat to win. I was very upset, bro, last year that they won, because the way they beat Sunrise in that game, it broke my heart, man. I'll be very honest with you. दिल टूट गया था मेरा. So
मोहाली एंड धर्मशाला दोनों भी है, I think, right, Musa?
दोनों है, मोहाली एंड धर्मशाला. So I think what is the other team? Rajasthan, who have in Guwahati, or
गुवाहाटी
which team?
एंड राजस्थान है, राजस्थान।
Yeah, so those two teams have two home teams. That's kind of, I mean, it's good if you're from Guwahati and from Dharamshala. That's good. But if you're based in Punjab and thing, you'll say that you may be missing out on a couple games. But I just like that home and away, pro. You need to have that home and away for a tournament to go big. I understand with COVID it wasn't happening. Now it's back. This season is going to be good. You're going to have full packed crowds. You're going to be playing in with your home team. It's going to be very loud and very, 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 very entertaining.
Very entertaining. इंदौर भी है, इंदौर कहाँ है ब्रो? इंदौर नहीं है, इंदौर थर्ड टेस्ट है खाली।
I'm not sure bro, इन्हें कहाँ से लेकर आता है, उन्हें सही भी बोल सकता, गलत भी बोल, 50-50 है इसका हिसाब। ब्रिटानिया
तो
ये
मैं कभी
पुजारा
केबीसी में गया तो इसको कभी कॉल नहीं करूंगा।
क्या बोले?
अगर मैं कभी केबीसी में जाऊंगा और अमिताभ बच्चन पर लाइफ लाइन यूज करना, किसको कॉल ना चाहो, विनय भाई, ए भी हो सकता है, बी भी, बट आई एम नॉट श्योर, आप देख लो। परेशान हो जाऊंगा मैं भाई, इन्हें क्या कर रहा बोल के।
ये पुजारा और राहुल की बैटिंग के देखकर से सो गई पब्लिक कल। अच्छा, कल देख के नहीं यार, मतलब वो भी मजा आता अलग है। टेस्ट क्रिकेट में ये एक सॉलिड डिफेंस देखने में मजा आता, एक बीट में भी मजा आता, हर चीज में मजा आता। टेस्ट क्रिकेट अलग ही मजा है यार। केन विलियम्स में गुजरात से जुड़ गए हैं या भाई, अनदर गाइस गॉन फ्रॉम सनराइजर्स। वो दैट्स एम्बैरेसिंग मैन, लाइक ड्रॉप वन
I'll try, man, this time if I तो बोले तो भाई वार्नर भी चले आ रहा कहते अंदर ही।
नेक्स्ट सीजन देखो, उमरान मलिक भी चला आता, देख लो।
नहीं उमरान कुछ करके जाएगा इंशाल्लाह।
क्या
बढ़िया, वार्नर भी चले आ रहा कहते वहां पे, और रोना आ जाएगा मेरे को तो, पूरे अपने वाले वहां जाके अपने ऊपर आ रहे यार। क्या
गुजरात में 31st से मई कुछ फाइनल, आई डोंट नो कहां पे है, बट मई में है। इट्स गोना बी अ लॉन्ग टूर्नामेंट।
इट्स गोना बी अहमदाबाद में, फील नरेंद्र मोदी स्टेडियम, नो चांस एनीवेयर एल्स। बट अगर अपन एक्साइटमेंट और बोले, मतलब मुंबई की टीम के लिए भी है वो, लाइक डेवाल्ड ब्रेविस, मैन, आई कैन वेट टू सी दैट गाय इन इंडियन कंडीशंस। उन्हें क्या करना है।
Yeah, he was really good in the last IPL. Played some good innings. Him and Stubbs both in the same team with Tim David. That's a nice young batting lineup.
David was good in the BBL as well. I mean, जितने भी मुंबई के picks है, they've been good in their respective T20.
And Archer and Bumrah potentially bowling together, opening at the Wankhede Stadium, brings back the Malinga and बुमराह
दोनों का
यहीं से
पहला ऐड मूव का होगा, इंजरी प्रोन दोनों दोनों
कौन?
का ऐड पहले होंगे, बुमराह एंड आर्चर दोनों
अच्छा
इंजरी से
नहीं,
वापस
अगर
आए।
खेले साथ में तो फिर इट विल बी फ्राइटनिंग मैन फॉर ऑपोजिशंस। इम्पैक्ट का क्या का रोल देखना आईपीएल में, या दैट्स गोइंग टू बी interesting man. I there was something
वैसे
I was going to say. Yeah, the foreign player cannot be impact player, right?
या द फॉरेन प्लेयर कैन बी इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर एंड अभी एडवर्टाइजिंग भी शुरू ऐसे ही करें ना कि अब 12th मैन आएगा और इम्पैक्ट कुछ ऐसे ही बनाए ऐड, तो दे ट्राई टू प्रमोट इट। अब देखना पड़ेगा कितना इफेक्टिव रहेगा ये इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर का।
I'm someone who doesn't like too much change, so I don't know. Like I'm
भाई
always
हमारे
asking.
हैदराबाद में 11 खेल लिए तो बड़ी बात, 12 की जरूरत भी नहीं है।
No, but I think if the foreign was also impact, that would have been more fun. That's what I
Who would
think.
you make impact in Hyderabad? I would say Abdul Samad
भैया
अच्छा
वहां पे आपके पास क्लासन भी बैठा हुआ है और मार्करम भी बैठा हुआ है बेंच पे।
बट फॉरेन नहीं कर सकते।
वही तो बोल रहा हूँ, अगर फॉरेन करे तो अच्छा रहता है। अब हैदराबाद में अगर करना है तो फिर
अब्दुल
होंगे
समद
यार
आके
जैसा
भैरिया मारना खाली।
है player. Now I have to get into the IPL zone to tell you right now. The crowd will be there for every game, as not much games take place in other stadiums. While Ahmedabad and Mumbai roll back the days to pack stadiums. Exactly, that's what I'm really excited and looking forward to. भाई दिल्ली का कैप्टन कौन होगा? नहीं मालूम यार दिल्ली का।
मनीष पांडे।
वार्नर हो सकता है, just a stand-in maybe. नहीं
हाँ,
मुश्किल है,
maybe.
I don't know. Isn't Ahmedabad an advantage for Gujarat? Yes, it is.
Yeah, 100%.
But
100%
they have
in
to. They played there last time as well, right? But then I don't know if they're going to make it this time, man. I'm going to
It's because it's the most like the like capacity of seating के वजह से I think they'll make it
And
150.
Chirag bhai, it like it's up to you remember in 2016. I've said this 115 times. In 2016, the final was in Bangalore between RCB and Sunrisers Hyderabad. And that's why it's the greatest ever IPL victory. Like it's higher than the Deccan Chargers one, because it was
Small ground.
Against Bangalore in Chinnaswamy, against AB, against Virat Kohli, Chris Gayle. I don't think
Against Hyderabad.
Yeah, so if Hyderabad can win there, then it's fine, man. Take the home advantage, bro. Neutral venue पे होना चाहिए.
चाहिए, but I think वही है ना, seating capacity and it's the man who's in stadium it's named after, so of course I think.
न्यूट्रल वेन्यू फिर चिराग भाई आपको वहां जाना पड़ता है जो होस्ट नहीं करते आईपीएल, राइट? आप विशाखापट्टनम में डालना या कहीं और डालना पड़ेगा आपको, लाइक नहीं तो लाइक द मेन वेन्यूज देन यू कांट पुट इट इन चेन्नई, यू कांट पुट इन देयर अनलेस यू आर सेइंग दैट यू चेंज द वेन्यू डिपेंडिंग ऑन हु इज प्लेइंग. सो फॉर एग्जांपल इफ इट्स हैदराबाद एंड चेन्नई देन डोंट पुट इट इन दोस टू सिटीज, पुट इन बैंगलोर, बट यू देन लॉजिस्टिकल इशू हो जा सकता.
अगर मुंबई नहीं है तो फिर मुंबई में डाल देते हैं आई थिंक, वानखेड़े में.
कार्लिंग कप फैज फाइनल 700 पाउंड का सबसे सस्ता टिकट है.
कई को देख रहे भाई कार्लिंग कप का टिकट. वो 700 पाउंड लेकर दिल्ली नहीं चले आना था. लगता है इंपैक्ट का कौन सा कैप्टन सबसे अच्छा यूज कर रहा है, धोनी, रोहित और कोई और? मुश्किल है आई थिंक. फिर स्क्वाड्स यूज लाइक मतलब जोन में जाके स्क्वाड देखना पड़ेगा, स्क्वाड की डेप्थ के हिसाब से अगर अपन देख रहे तो मे बी पंजाब कैन यूज इट द बेस्ट आई थिंक. अगर कैप्टन
टॉस के बाद चेंज कर सकते हैं, राइट? टॉस के बाद कर सकते हैं वो, राइट?
बीच में मूड आया तो आप बोलो आ जाओ भैया खेलो.
वो जैसा याद है वो सुपर सब रहता था, यू हैव टू अनाउंस इट बिफोर द टॉस. तो एक बार इंडिया किसी बॉलर को डाल देते हैं, दे बोल्ड फर्स्ट, तो वेस्ट हो गया सब. I don't think it's like that this time.
Punjab can actually use it sensibly. They have good team. Like Rahul could be that impact player. But since again he's a foreign, I forgot that. So yeah.
Rahul को impact का रूल समझ में नहीं आएगा. बेचारे क्यों नहीं आएगा भाई?
उसको लगेगा कि जो सबसे ज्यादा impact डाला उसको वापस खिला सकते हैं.
इस साल आईपीएल के सबसे कमजोर टीम कौन लग रही है?
कोलकाता नाइट राइडर्स.
देखो अब लाइक शार्दुल ठाकुर, आंड्रे रसल, इन लोग के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा, बट ऑन पेपर दे डू लुक काइंड ऑफ वीक. आई लाइक श्रेयस अय्यर's captaincy, I'll be honest. They let go of Ferguson, bro. I didn't no they got Ferguson back. Gujarat let go of Ferguson. Yeah, that's a big loss for Gujarat. So yeah, I mean they have players there, but again it'll be dependent on the top order how Shreyas Iyer bats. I think they have a decent bowling lineup. इंडोर नहीं है, फिर कहीं को बोले है बोल के.
मैं वही तो बोला, थर्ड टेस्ट का देख के नहीं बोल रहा, धर्मशाला से चेंज होके वहां इंदौर में गया ना थर्ड टेस्ट. आई थिंक वो देख के कंफ्यूज हो गए भाई.
दिल्ली का कैप्टन कौन होगा देखना है. एग्जैक्टली. the groups for IPL also released group A. अम्मा ग्रुप से They don't play each other. Oh, acha, you'll play like this group
Yeah.
twice and then the other one once or something like that. MI, KKR, Rajasthan, Delhi, LSG. That's one group. Hamara, blah! There's gonna be two southern derbies there, three southern, four CSK, SRH, RCB, Punjab Kings, Gujarat. Bring it on, baby.
पूरे ऐसा ऐसा कैसा हैदराबाद बीच में है, पूरे बेसबॉल बैट लेके खड़े हुए संभाल रहे पूरे अपने को,
uh,
बट
but
सबको ना
bro, on
नाइट गेम
paper,
आएगा.
Hyderabad is the fourth strongest, bro. In that, you have, I think, CSK is the strongest in that group. Then I would say Punjab, then RCB, and then Gujarat and RC. SRH, it's debatable. Some would say Gujarat. RCB, yeah, that's a tough group, man. क्या यार बैगन के ग्रुप में डाल दिए
भाई मैं वही तो बोल रहा हूँ, तुम कैसा बोल रहे हो, पेपर सीजर रॉक है यहाँ पे, मसला है यहाँ भाई, या एसआरएच बीच में है, या सीएसके यहाँ है, या आरसीबी है, या पीके है, या गुजरात
यार too
टाइटंस है,
much है ये
पूरे
group में
अपने को बैटों से मार रहे हैं यहाँ पे भाई,
but at
पूरे
least
बम्बू
मुंबई नहीं
डालने
है bro.
वाले, पूरे
हाँ?
बम्बू डालने रेडी है.
At
You have a
least
squad
मुंबई
of
नहीं है.
एटलीस्ट क्या वहां पे देखो, मुंबई मुंबई एक मुंबई ठीक है भाई, यहाँ चार मुंबई है भाई. You have a अरे इसके
करता हूँ. You have squad of 15 and play as an impact player. They have to be announced at toss time. So you have 4 players to play with. That's fine. I think you have to name 3 players apart from 11 during toss, and you can choose one of the 3 before 14 overs of first innings. Fair enough. You play the group twice and other group once. PS, bro.
long tournament, bro.
So that means you're going to go away to one of these, and you're not going to have a home leg. So if we're playing in Wankhede, they're not going to come to Hyderabad. It's going to be like that.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, then that's unfair, bro. Like, हम उनके ground पे तो जाना भाई, हमारा भी ground है.
लोग बैंगलोर तो हम लोग हैदराबाद में फोड़ के रख देंगे. वहां पे चेन्नई स्वामी में कभी हिट एंड मिस रहता. चेन्नई भूल जाओ, वो नहीं जीत रहे. नहीं जीत रहे चेन्नई.
या घर में भी नहीं जीत रहे यार, हमेशा फोड़ते साले अपने.
या चेन्नई पंजाब 1-1 मैं बोल दे रहा हूँ. एक हैदराबाद में हम जीत रहे हैं, वहां पे हारेंगे. गुजरात का भी नहीं मालूम यार. इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर रूल
बीबीएल के एक्सपेक्टेड रूल की तरह ही है. या
रजा को मौका नहीं मिलेगा स्नैप की वजह से. गुड प्लेयर. अच्छा, सिकंदर रजा उसमें है, पंजाब में है.
या मिल सकता है. आई मीन डिपेंडिंग अपॉन सिचुएशन ऑफ द टीम, अगर पॉइंट ज्यादा है या वैसा भी है. एंड अगेन आई मीन सिकंदर रजा भी होम फील्ड में रहेंगे, और पंजाबी आई थिंक सिकंदर रजा थोड़ा बहुत, तो आई थिंक ही विल गेट अ चांस. बट या मुश्किल है, बट नामुमकिन नहीं.
I think even the teams with like a more Indian core type, like the Lucknow, I think they will फायदा होगा उनको impact players से, because they do have and like teams in general who have a stronger Indian core, have good Indian backup, they will definitely have a good thing from the impact. They'll benefit from the impact. देखेंगे who uses it good and what is which player is in form, which is not. It depends on all
देखना
that.
पड़ेगा actually how many will want to opt to use for it, because they'll use their best 11. I think they'll just stick, unless वो चीज प्रमोट करने
नहीं,
के लिए.
मगर फर्स्ट क्या होता मालूम आपको, एक्स्ट्रा बॉलर मिल जाता, एक्स्ट्रा बैटर मिल जाता. So you're going to potentially, it's going to be a 12 on 12 game. So you're looking at so for example, if you're going to play 4 bowlers and you're batting first, then you're going to use the impact player as your 5th bowler. So you can go with a heavy batting lineup in the first innings, and I think it'll change the concept of the tactics, and it'll change the nature of the game as well, because teams won't feel a bowler shot or batter shot anymore.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, just how you utilize it.
होना चाहिए groups unfair for group. I agree, man. What the hell, man? क्या खतरनाक group में डाल दिया हमारे को. Too much कर दिया.
अगर इसमें से निकल गए ना, हैदराबाद is the best IPL team ever. I'm saying this it's not a joke. I mean, I'm serious. I'm not joking, man. If we're coming out, they should just give us the trophy for coming out of this group, man. They should just hand us the trophy. अपने को दे देना भाई.
वो हल्ली ग्रुप में डाल दिया. उसमें बेन स्टोक्स को भी खेलना है, धोनी को भी.
कैसा बनाते ग्रुप, देखना पड़ेगा. चिट्स खेल के डाले क्या है, तो भी ये समझ नहीं आ रहा.
They should have put Mumbai and Punjab in one group and CSK and RCB in one group, something like that, man. It's tough one. I'm sure किसकी टीम ने लिया है.
No one took that guy. That guy was crazy in the BBL, man. He was next level. जबरदस्त खेल रहा था. I think नहीं लिया अभी तक तो कोई उसको.
शर्म करो भाई, क्यों करे शर्म? हमारे लिए टफ ग्रुप है तो हम बोलेंगे टफ ग्रुप है, क्यों करे शर्म करे, हमारी मर्जी। हाँ
नहीं कुछ दिख
फैज।
रहा, शायद कुछ दिख रहा क्या भाई शर्म करने? भाई तुम शर्म करो, तुम चेन्नई से दिल्ली गए। बेस्ड ऑन स्टैंड, अच्छा बेस्ड ऑन स्टैंडिंग से ग्रुप, मतलब चिट्स खेल के डाल, चिट्स खेल के डालते समझा मैं। बट नहीं यार, आई मीन अगर ये ग्रुप से निकल गए बहुत से, whenever I look at the team that we have, look at the team these four have, it is going to be a next level achievement to first win the group and then win the other group में मुंबई है। उनका एक थोड़ा बेसिकली लड़ाई के बाद लड़ाई, लड़ाई के बाद लड़ाई, क्या मोहम्मद अली है?
और भाई डार्बी है, साउथ डार्बी है, मजाक नहीं है वो। हाँ फैज।
I say just beat Gujarat, beat RCB, I don't care. That's all I want to beat.
भाई
तो beat them.
पंजाब इज आल्सो डार्बी फॉर अस मैन। आई इन कनाडा
चलता है
आई
यार, अपना भाई है वहाँ
वॉच।
पंजाब में, आशीष को वन वन
वो
वन वन
तुम
बोल
खाली
देना।
आशीष को जानते, मैं 15-20 है जो चढ़े आते हैं मेरे
नहीं मैं
पे वहां पे।
सिद्धू को भी जानता हूँ भाई, सिद्धू भी है अपना।
नहीं यार वहां पे बोल रहे, but that's also a derby for me. SRH good middle ordered balanced team. It's a
Yeah, good.
it's a very क्या बोलते हैं, it has a lot of potential, but it's not on that level yet. It's not a mature middle order, but it's an extremely talented middle order. Harry Brook is over there, Glenn Phillips is there, Markram. You got
मयंक अग्रवाल,
Agarwal probably open with
Kumar,
Abhishek Sharma,
Akus
Chupade,
Samal,
Kalin Bhaiya, the
Umran
wheel
Malik.
baby. He had a good IPL last time round, so yeah, it's a good batting order. It's a young team,
I have expectation of Rahul Tripathi, man. I can't wait. The way he was playing,
even
उसका
last
लग रहा
IPL he
था।
played well. I was
Yeah,
happy with his performances. I felt that's why he got into the Indian team after consistently performing for KKR and then for what's his name, for Sunrisers. He got into the team, so yeah.
okay.
But yeah, let us know your predictions for tomorrow. I think that it's going to be close. India might get a 50-run lead. That'll be amazing. I'm putting it out there, but I don't think it's going to be easy for India. The ball's going to turn. It's going to keep low. It's going to be a massive challenge. Any lead is a bonus. That's what I'm saying. I think Australia have the advantage of batting first. Despite what Vinay was saying yesterday, batting first on this wicket would always help. बस करो
हरीश की तो
गालियां दे दे रहा है भाई सुबह सुबह। Hotstar not working, lol.
Yeah, it's not working. Hotstar had some issues, so I was watching it on TV. But for people actually who are worried कि भाई इंग्लैंड और न्यूजीलैंड कहाँ आ रहा, मैं बोलना भूल गया, Amazon Prime पे आ रहा। For the people who want to watch England New Zealand, 6:30 बजे सुबह में आप नहा धो के बैठ जाओ, Amazon Prime लगा लो and just enjoy some good cricket. But yeah, I mean Hotstar के साथ भी कुछ issue चल रहा था, फिर Hello TV, but yeah, that's the situation. But hopefully it's fixed. Sorry, mistake. Yes, CSK is paired with MI as group double to make the 14th match for each team. ये क्या तो भी है भाई,
मतलब एक टीम से आप 2 बार खेलेंगे आई थिंक दूसरे ग्रुप से, तो शुक्र है हम लोग नहीं खेल रहे मुंबई से 2 बार।
भाई वहाँ एक बार भी खेलना भी बहुत बड़ी बात है भाई मुंबई में।
In the Wankade. No, I'm not worried about Mumbai, man. I would prefer Mumbai in my team. I spank them, bro. I'm worried about I'm worried about Chennai, bro. Chennai always, I don't like it, man. They always freaking beat us. आके राइडो मार देता सेंचुरी, मजा नहीं आता यार पूरा। तुम्हारे को याद है 2019 में 2 हारे हम लोग ग्रुप स्टेज में उन लोग से, फिर प्लेऑफ में खेले वो हारे, फिर फाइनल में खेले
वो मैच को
नफरत हो गई मेरे को।
मैं गया था चेन्नई के मैच को, मैं धोनी पुकारे पूरे, अल्लाह भाई पागल है पूरे। अरे हरले ऑरेंज पहनते पहनते शर्टा निकल के धोनी आती कि येलो हो गया, मतलब ये क्या है रे बॉस, क्या है? CSK is in our group and that's why we just wanted, we rather play 2 times rather than play CSK, is what was first thing. Who would want to play CSK twice, man? No one. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a fun IPL. Just discussing about it is, sort of giving me the chills, right? And I can't wait for it. Completely home crowd, away crowd feels रहने वाले। Hopefully हमारे भाईजान भी आगे तो देखेंगे, साथ में मैच देख सकते हैं जाके स्टेडियम में, and yeah, hopefully cover some good shows and content.
Yeah, thank God, man.
Start paired with KKR. I mean, they're not even on our level. I don't know how we're paired with them.
No, मतलब we're going to play them twice in the other group. शुक्र करो भाई, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह यार, मैंने अभी नमाज पढ़ के
ऐसा नहीं हो कि हम लोग सीएसके को मार के इन लोग से हार गए, केकेआर से, ऐसा भी नहीं होना. But yeah, it's going to be fun, man. Like we now we know more people from other, thanks to our family chasing the target. We know people from
Yeah, wow.
variety of cities, so we'll get we'll have a good
And it's gonna
match.
be fun. I can't wait because everyone is gonna have one team. We know Vinay has Delhi, and Ashish Punjab, Anshul Bhai, I think Delhi as well. A few
Yeah,
people again. Ibrahim Bhai, आपकी टीम क्या? आप तो out of the box है. आप ऐसे T20 वाले हैं. अब IPL में who's your team? And I'm like eager to know who you're gonna support. चिराग भाई
KKR
का तो चिराग भाई का तो LSG है obviously 100%.
KKR का भी नहीं पता Russell किस mood में आएगा. Yeah, that's the thing. They depend a lot on Russell, and their bowling is decent actually. It's not going to be easy to get away KKR. If I just looking at the bowling, they have Ferguson, they have Narayan there. वरुण चक्रवर्ती अगर आ गया तो ठीक है. फिर
हाँ.
ठाकुर भी है. So they have a good bowling lineup, but just the batting again is debatable, man. That's what I feel.
ILT20 में भी Russell had like a 2 innings, I think, good 2 innings.
और कितना भाई उसका जो बेस्ट सीजन था वो 2019, I don't think he'll be able to replicate that, man. That was incredible.
Why do you think that is? Do you think everybody figured him out?
No, it's like he had 2-3 good seasons, but he's past his peak. He's not at his peak right now. His peak was, I think, 15 to 19. 16 he won the World Cup as well. He was incredible. He smashed India in the
Not everybody can be Chris Gayle, huh?
in the Wankhede. Yeah, MS Dhoni, your captain, he smashed the boys in that semi-final. Andre Russell, that was his peak. I support Rajasthan Royals. Good shout, man.
Oh, yeah, the most different team right now.
They were in the finals last year thanks to Josh Butler, but Sanju Samson is there, Butler is there. और कौन है भाई? Ben Stokes तो चले गए. हाँ?
तिवाटिया
नहीं है, तिवाटिया गुजरात में. But it's a good team. Ashwin है, Chahal है. They have a good team. Rajasthan Royals. मेरी को favorite CSK Ben and Dhoni के वजह से है.
भाई आप अपनी टीम बोलिए, मत करो. आप जो लीग में है
अंशुल भाई NBA fan. NBA में ऐसा करते थे, pick their player and they pick the team like that.
अपना टीम अपनी steady baby.
LSG has good team, बस उनका ओपनर खराब. पर क्विंटन के बारे में ऐसा क्यों बोल रहे भाई? I know that थोड़ा सा nervous हो जाता.
He had a good SAT20, decent as SAT20, but yeah, I think with KL Rahul he just didn't stand.
KL Rahul most consistent orange cap bro in the IPL. Always वो टोपी उसके ही सर पे रहती. I always noticed that.
Before David Warner.
Yeah, or David Warner. Warner is also there. LSG is like PSG.
Suno Sasurji.
Who is Mbappe, who is Messi, and who is Neymar? Please tell me. If you tell me that, I will.
First, tell me who is the Khalifa.
I won't agree with you.
Who is the Khalifa? Who is the Qatari Khalifa?
I don't know what this guy's on, bro. This guy just.
And my cricket bat is LG.
He's played for RCB, he's played for Mumbai, he's played for this team Lucknow, and he's played for Sunrisers also.
Yep. QD की राहुल क्रोनल.
शर्म की बात मेरे साथ कर रहे हैं.
Okay. QD के राहुल and Kronal. I mean, है भाई LG PSG है भाई. विनय भाई के लिए है तो है, and it's his opinion. He has the right to do it.
Yes.
My business is my business. None of your business.
What is your opinion on the who is the PSG?
PSG is definitely Chennai, man. शुरू में ही 6 करोड़ देके धोनी को खरीद लिया, and they're the most smart spenders, man, in this game. बेन स्टोक्स को ले लिया भाई, उठा के एकदम मेसी बुढ़ापे में जा रहा था तो PSG ले लिया. अभी बेन स्टोक्स बुढ़ापे में रिटायरमेंट करा तो उसको भी ले लिया. राहुल द्रविड़ भी है क्या LSG में? राहुल द्रविड़ नहीं है.
अलाउड नहीं है भाई. कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इज नॉट अलाउड. It's his holiday for him. De Kock played for DC, RCB, SRH. Yeah, DC as well. And now he's played for.
This guy is going around the block, man. I think his most consistent run was with MI. I think for now.
Even Finchie went to all the teams, bro. He was in Sunrisers, RCB, Gujarat, the Lions,
Punjab. He was in Punjab, right?
Was he? I don't remember. I know he was in Sunrisers, but yeah, he played for everybody. But yeah, I think final thoughts, Fez. Looking forward to day 2.
Oh, I can't wait for day 2. I'm excited because it was fun today. It wasn't like, it was fast-paced as well as like controlled cricket. It was not like we saw in Nagpur ke bhai khadte chale aa rahe. I mean, you saw patches of good cricket, not patches, I mean more bigger than a patch probably. And you saw Usman Khawaja Handscomb, and you saw the bowling coming back. So I mean, overall, if you look at it from a cricketing perspective, I'm happy with the day's play. tomorrow, just hoping that first session does not come expensive for the batters, and you start losing out wickets and getting frustrated. Hold your temperament, hold your guard, and just play. And yeah, I mean, looking forward to KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma opening, but also excited to see what Todd Murphy does based on his last performance.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a huge challenge for India tomorrow. If they get any sort of lead, that's a huge plus. And yeah, it's like what Faiz said. Even if you get an excellent ball, just move on to the next one. Try to score your runs, and hold your wicket as well. Put a price on that wicket. Make it frustrate the bowlers, tire them out a bit, and then play your shots. Uh, Highlights का link भेजो.
Hotstar पे होगा highlights. I think if it's working right now, I didn't check my phone, but you'll get the highlights of the match
हाँ, नहीं
on
तो मैं भेज
Hotstar.
दूंगा लिंक। मैं लास्ट टाइम भी तुम्हारे को भेजा था हाइलाइट्स, तुम थैंक यू भी नहीं बोले। एमआई का ऐसे
I-
T20 वाला हाल ना हो जाए भाई। एमआई का लास्ट ईयर हो गया था हाल वैसा, अब नहीं होगा। आई थिंक नाउ
It was the worst season I've seen him.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're stronger,
100%.
they're better, they're
और
not
उन
going
लोगों
to
का तो ego इतना बड़ा होगा, 100% 5-time
yeah,
champions.
they're not
They'll
going
come
to let
back.
it. They're going to compete, and that's why, like I think for other teams like RCB, Punjab, it was a loss last year because especially Punjab didn't make it to the playoffs with that team. RCB
RCB,
did
man.
make it. RCB did make it, but they should have like gone to the final because I'll tell
Yeah.
you why. That time, was it Lucknow, Gujarat, two inexperienced teams. Yeah, Rajasthan who were surviving on Butler, and then RCB. Like you needed these two teams to make the most of Chennai and Mumbai not playing well. I think this year they're going to be very strong, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Mine is gonna come back, and like I said, 5 champions ka ego hota na, and Rohit Sharma is also Rohit Sharma is the captain, right? So he's gonna come back and play him.
Finch was
Finch
passed
was-
more than a blunt. Yeah, he
ए,
was.
बैठे बैठे स्नूप डॉग कहाँ से बन गया तू? वो फर्ज है तुम्हारा दोस्ती में तो नो थैंक यू नो सॉरी. ओहो सल्लू भाई in the house, bro. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
भेज दो भाई link,
I
दोस्ती के
think
नाम पे.
I think it's going to be yeah, I'll send it. I think it's going to be a challenging day tomorrow. It'll be exciting to see how the spinners bowl, but how India challenge as well. Hopefully, KL Rahul gets some runs on this wicket. Virat
Upsetting
Kohli.
thing, Mustafa, upsetting thing will be your vision coming true where the bottom 5, 6, 7 again are saving our butts, man. That'll be so sad to see.
But I'll take it on this kind of wicket. I'm like, I'll
100%
take.
will take it, but like it's just like
Yeah,
what is your top
for
four
me,
doing?
the ideal thing would be a Virat Kohli innings. It doesn't have to be in 100, but an innings where he puts Australia on the back foot. Whether that's a quick fire 50, whether that's a big 100, whatever it is, just his aggressive intent, I think, needs to go there, talk some crap to the bowlers, put them under pressure, and then it'll give more confidence to the lower order, including Shreyas Iyer coming after him. I think if Virat Kohli can set the tone tomorrow, that will give India a good chance to get a very good lead. They can, for me, even a 50 lead is good, but because batting fourth on this wicket, it's going to be tough, man.
Yep.
I don't see DK doing the job for RCB this season. He can't make it to Indian team, so no motivation.
He's 37 years old. I don't think he needs motivation. Just the fact that he's able to play franchise cricket enough for him to get motivated, I think, right? He's played
Yeah, but
enough
the
cricket.
roles that he played last year, he did outstanding. He played out his skin. To repeat
And
that, I agree.
IPL could be a ticket to get into the thing. I mean, he was there
But
in
he
the mix of
already used it. Like, I don't think, he will be, because last year he was phenomenal as a finisher. But again, I think they need a replacement because to continue to bat like that consistently, it's difficult. Look, if you look at him now, what is he doing? He's commentating. He did that last time as well. He commentated, then he came. But as you get older, the more gaps you have in the cricket season, it becomes difficult. And for Dhoni as well, it's going to be very difficult, bro. It's not going to be easy for him to last the whole season. If he does, then, hats off. It's not going to be easy. He's what, 41, 42, Dhoni? So it'll get tougher, and the more gap you have, it'll be more difficult. Up to ab regular khel rahe, so it's fine. I think DK still has a good season in him, but to replicate what he did last year could be a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a challenge, but like if I'm just looking at terms of motivation, yeah, I think it is this kind of age would motivate him to, sort of play better. And I mean, Indian team नहीं मिले तो नहीं भाई, at least he's playing cricket. I think वो इससे की बड़ी achievement है. Commentary में घुस गए हैं अब तो DK बाबू. यार डीके बाबू कमेंट्री अच्छी कर, लेकिन आज क्या की टर्मिनोलॉजी बनाने गए उन्होंने मैथ्यू एडन की फिर गई थी. I don't know what you're trying to make out of.
He's well spoken, and he, it's nice to listen to him. Of course, he's still new, so he'll make mistakes in his analysis and stuff. That's not like a worry, but at least you can listen to him. उन्होंने कहाँ चले गए भाई? दीपदास गुप्ता and मुरली कार्तिक time कहाँ चले? Bro, Ravi Shastri is the music to the ears. इन लोग दो नहीं सुनने में आ रहे हैं मगर I don't know if they
मार्कवा लेके सबसे मस्करा मार्कवा दिखता है, स्ट्रेट फेस लेके जो बात करता है, उन्हें इतनी हंसी आती है, उन्हें But yeah, I mean, अच्छी commentary team. At least it's entertaining when Ravi Shastri is coming in and pulling legs and stuff like that. It's fun.
My
Uh,
favorite is Bill Laurie, Tony
I wish
Gregg, and
Sidhu came, man. Sidhu का नाम लिया था कोई. I think it was Harsha Bhogle who said my friend Sidhu would have said something, and Sidhu
yeah,
was
yeah.
a
Today he
lot of
said that.
fun,
Yeah.
man. Sidhu was a lot of fun to watch commentate.
But
Not a lot of
those
people understood it.
that guy's also in the house for he's doing commentary for the radio SN, I think SCN Australian radio. The guy whose commentary went viral for the radio when Virat Kohli hit Haris Rauf for
Please.
those two sixes.
Mhm. Mhm.
He's he's not just a king like बोल के he's an emperor क्या क्या की बोला था, तो he's also there doing radio commentary. केस भरे टेस्ट में ज्यादा मौका नहीं मिलेगा, पंत की जगह है इसलिए. देखो कीपिंग तो ठीक ठाक कर ले रहा उन्हें. I know Dinesh Karthik criticized him for one mistake, but apart from that, he did a very good job, I think.
No, but he was being harsh on that mistake as well. That is what the other commentator said. Who was it? I think Manjarekar said, or someone said, when he dropped that catch, it wasn't even his thing, man. It was like some 4 feet away from him.
I think he did a good job in keeping.
But he did leave the odd ball. I think it stayed low and he was not able to collect it.
Rishabh Pant ko to, like, you can't replace him. It's very difficult for a batter like that, you know.
But I think the only way he will be a differential is also because of his batting. And अगर ईशान किशन का consider कर रहे हैं आप
अगर
batting
उन्हें
wise,
छोड़ देता catches यार, वो नहीं
catches छोड़ता, but again आप wicket keeper का role is maybe not just something keeping in today's game.
क्रिकेट में अलग है रोल. आप T20 वनडे में बच जाते केएल राहुल को कीपिंग करा के, मगर आप इसको यहाँ पे टेस्ट क्रिकेट वी नीड अ फुल टाइम कीपर. Ridhiman Saha was a part of that India team who were, like, you know, number one for a long time, and what was his role? Just taking catches, stumping. The odd innings in India he would score, otherwise, like, it was catches and stumping. They played him away from home as well, so that is more important. But if you have a Rishabh Pant type, and Rishabh Pant also, mind you, he improved a lot on his keeping. He improved a lot. Like उन्हें भी would make mistakes, but उन्हें बहुत ज़्यादा improve हो गया, and he's become a very good keeper now. So
yeah, he is very good when it comes to like saving boundaries and stuff. जब पीछे जा रहा ball,
nice, yeah, it takes good catches and stuff, stumpings. So yeah, I think that wraps it up. Thank you guys for joining us. Really appreciate it. We'll catch you tomorrow for the review of day 2. Enjoy the game. I think Multan have reached 200 plus. Riley Rousseau went crazy, 76 of 30 odd, and Miller finished it off with 22 of 13. So Pollard also hit a couple of boundaries. So that game is going on. I think New Zealand Bangladesh women's is also going on tomorrow. Also, Faiz, we have to review the India-England match as well after. So we'll do
big game.
Yeah, let's see how it goes tomorrow. But we have 2 games to review tomorrow in particular. But we'll review all the other cricket going on. Thank you guys for joining us. Until tomorrow. Have a good rest of the night. Enjoy your Friday night, and first, take care. Best of luck for your
KL
Rahul and your fantasy team. Take care.
Oh yeah, man.
Take care.